Hey guys, I'm back again with another r/ProRevenge, and this one is titled Cheat on Me, I'll Get Your Child Support Raised and Your Car Repo'ed. Let's get right into it. First, the child support. So I was with my ex-husband for about 10 years. When I first met him, he knocked up his previous GF before meeting me. Basically kind of ghosted her. Now, reflecting back on what happened, convinced me it was her keeping him away from his kid, and that he was just the poor victim in all of it. She had taken him to court, got child support for $324 a month for a while, then tried to take him back to get it increased because she thought he was working and making more, but it backfired and it got reduced to $112 a month. It stayed like that for about 6 to 7 years, and he actually got behind a couple of times just paying this because he'd lose a job here or there. One of the many ways he convinced me to move out of my home state to his, there's more jobs in his home state and cost of living is cheaper. Come 2018. I decided to leave him because he wasn't putting in the effort to find a job that would support both of us while I went to nursing school. I had been working the same full-time federal government job and doing school part-time, our entire relationship supporting us while he went to school for medical billing and coding, and didn't do anything with it once he was done. His excuse, they're outsourcing these jobs to India. He bounced from one job to another for one reason or another. Once it came time for me to actually finally apply to a nursing program, I told him he needed to finally step up. He told me he would, but never said what he was doing. He would come home from work and complain about the work and the people he worked with. He was eventually fired from that job because his boss said he worked way too slow and he was delaying some orders going out for the company. We also had a bit of a dead bedroom, so that also pushed me to want to leave him. I finally decided to leave, and the ex moved in an ex-roommate a couple of months later. She had lived with us previously because she found out her first husband had cheated on her. We had decided to help her get on her feet, and she met her second husband, then moved out. Why is this important? Because 4 months after I left, I found emails with nudes of this ex-roommate that my ex was forwarding to a secret email account I had no clue about. They had been a lot more friendly than I had realized for over 4+ years. The ex-roommate, who was currently living in our marital home, was separate from her second husband because my ex didn't like him in the house. Granted, I didn't like him either because he was a sleazebag who was also cheating on her, but I digress. My ex even got friendly with his ex-wife. I was wife number 2, and a third person I didn't recognize. Then found out my ex knocked up the roommate 2 months after being official. I didn't get to confront my ex or her with this other than me writing an email and attaching photos I now had. I had to do something else. So I reached out to my ex's GF, who he has his first child with. He's made no effort to be in his kid's life, a source of fights for us here and there, and I tried a few times over the years of reaching out to her and establishing a relationship between them. My mom has a bigger relationship with the kid she has no relation to than my ex. I told her I left him, that he was making way more money at his job, and she should file to have it looked at. She did and got it increased to $264 a month. Now for the repo of the car. After I left, he decided to buy a brand new Chevy Equinox for over $32,000. I have access to his Credit Karma account, so that's how I know. He works commission-based sales selling furniture, TVs, and appliances. He doesn't bring home much. He actually opened a credit card through his work, bought $5,000 worth of stuff to furnish the house, then let it go to collections. He used my contact info and they called me trying to collect on it. The payments on the new car was about $634 a month. He made 2 payments then stopped. Now, we had bought a house together before I left, and he finally agreed to sell our marital home after getting behind on the payments and not doing what he needed to keep it. We had over 60% equity in the house. He decided to use his half of the sale to buy a smaller house outright instead of paying off his debt. His logic has always been, if I don't have a house payment, the other bills are affordable. Part of the reasoning he used to bully me into buying our previous house. Either way, I found out his new address, called the company that originated the loan, and updated them with his current information. So hopefully they'll be picking up their car any day now. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment below and let me know if there's any other subreddits you guys would like me to make videos on, and also like the video and please subscribe.